right, crafty friends, take two. Hi, crafty friends, Lisa here, and we are going to do a crafty project together. We're going to make a fall coffee sleeve. The first thing I always do when I'm trying to come up with my crafty projects is come up with what my color scheme is going to be. These are just a few elements I grabbed out. Some pumpkin stickers that I got from Hobby Lobby. Some goldish leaves that I got from Joann's. Some ribbon from the Dollar Tree. And some candy corn events, and of course the cat has come to help us, and my coffee sleeve. So we have to decide what paper we want to use, and I've narrowed it down to just between this here, which is like a plaid, which I'm really leaning heavily towards, or trying to make this fit, because I think with how little my paper is, I could use this big square and have the two different. And I really think I'm leaning towards this Recollection Camping Next thing you need to do is you need to figure out how big your coffee sleeve is going to be. Now, how I do this is I trace it. I know, it's very high-tech here in my craft room. I try to use the edge of my paper to prolong the use of the paper so you get as much use out of it as you can. And I'm just going to trace it out. And I'm going to do that twice. And you guys can see I have my nails all done for Halloween. And now I'm just going to cut it out, you know, in your crafting experience, because really everything should be no worries. It lines up to your coffee filter. So for example, this, I want to make sure it's going to lay on there really nicely for me. And it is. It's going to look really sharp actually. And then the back will be like this. And I'm a little shy on that corner, but never fear, guys. I have a plan. We're gonna stick an element there and no one will ever know. To our covered coffee sleeve. So I just make sure it's on there just the way I like. I open it up. Make sure it's real flat the way I like it. Perfect. Now is the fun part. We get to decorate it. And sometimes I'll sit and I'll trim. Like if I think there's some extra that I'm not real fond of, you can trim any excess paper that you don't want. Okay, so that's pretty simple too if you need to do some simple trimming. So now we have to decide, what do we want our focal point to be? So what I'm thinking is using one of these, which these are from Joann's. These are just little candy corn tags. And I'm going to put one on front. And then maybe a leaf is what I'm thinking. That one might be a little too big for what I'm going for. Maybe this one? And it needs something else. Maybe a pumpkin sticker? What do you guys think? This is when I will bust into my stash and see what else I've got. I found these little guys, and I found these pumpkins as well, which I think look even better. But I'm thinking I would like to put one of these guys on there. What do you guys think of that combination there? Kind of think I need to go back up to the... No, that's good. What do you guys think? So once I've decided on that, then I'll decide if I need any other elements. For example, do I want to put any trim on there to go behind it? So like, you know, maybe put something like that down and then put this. I'm gonna cut this. Right there. And I'm gonna run it through my Xyron again. I'm really in love with my Xyron. I use a little bit of all different kinds of adhesives. Just depends on what I'm working on, but for this kind of stuff, it's really nice to use a Xyron. This is a disposable one, so when it's empty, I'll just be throwing it away. I got it off of HSN during one of the craft show days, but like I said, then I varnish it a little bit down. Pull off the cover. I'm going to pull off the cover here. Throw that piece away, otherwise it'll get stuck to everything. And then peel off my ribbon. And now I've turned my ribbon into a sticker. That we've done that, we'll go ahead and place this on our coffee sleeve. I'm gonna kind of put it just right down the middle. It's just an extra piece of flair, because I love flair. Let's see, why do I feel like I've dropped down? There we go. Just kind of wiggle it around till it's where you want it. And then press it down really hard. Make sure there's no extra pieces out, poking out that you don't necessarily want, which that looks really great. Then I'm going to take my tag and I'm going to place it right over the center here like this. Now this one I'm not going to use a Xyron because I don't want glue in some of the corners. I end up having to put it all over, so I really like my Tombow multi-adhesive glue. So we're going to place that down and we'll get that look. Then I'll pick it up a little bit and figure out if there's any place else that needs it. And you kind of have to give it a minute when you're using wet glue to really hold down. But I think with having this ribbon down there, it's just going to give it that little bit more hold. Then I'm going to take my leaf and my scarecrow guy, and I'm going to go ahead and place my scarecrow on my leaf because I want to see that this adhesive is strong enough, which it may be. Oh yeah, that looks good. I'm loving this. Okay, I'm liking this. Now I want to put my stem of my leaf right in the corner of my... Now I could have turned this into a sticker, but since I didn't do that before, I'm going to just use wet glue again. Like I said, I use all kinds of different adhesives. Make sure you get that stem really good. Glue all around. Make sure you really get some good glue around your leaf. Like I said, for me, I want to put it right in that angle, press down and hold. If you have any glue poke out, no big deal, just wipe it away. And that is going to be the front of my coffee sleeve, and I'm in love with it. Now, since this side is so dimensional, I think I'm going to make this side a little bit less dimensional. But I have to decide what it is I want to do to it. Now, this can always be the most difficult part. Do I want to have a theme with these tags so it looks like a little tag sandwich? And then decorate the top of this tag? Or do I think I'm going to do something with this and ditch that. What I'm thinking is just something really simple. Like, I was thinking 3 little pumpkins, but I don't know that that's going to work because I'll have my big pumpkin and then I'll have my smaller pumpkin, but then that takes up all the room. Whereas if I use just one of these as a big pumpkin and then 2 of these as smaller pumpkins, that may pull it off. So put that right there in the center. And then use 2 of these littler stickers, you know, for my other size pumpkins. You know, something like that. And then, what do you guys think? Maybe, yeah, this one here on this side. And what I like is by using that other pumpkin there in the middle, I really gave it some dimension. Now, that I think is really all I'm going to do to this one. I made this one relatively simple, as you can see. Altering a coffee sleeve is a really simple process. But now comes the fun part of filling it with goodies. It really depends on what you're giving them, if you should put it in a baggie or not. Now we'll slip this through the coffee sleeve. And then we'll send this up.
I want to thank you all for watching. Please like my video and give me a thumbs up if you've enjoyed watching.
the coffee sleeve project, and I hope you've enjoyed these final pictures.